interacting in real life, in what can I say, in a real-time kind of scenario because of technology. And that's what PLP is trying to look at. The African continent, we are agriculturalists. Most of our economy is from agriculture. But then we are saying the world is moving so fast. And right now, most economies are becoming data economies. The biggest companies in the world trade in data. Talk of the guys about Google, talk of Facebook, talk of TikTok, talk of anyone is trading in data. Data is the main thing that can be used to create whatever that you want to create. And if we don't enable our young people technologically, then as a continent, then we're going to remain behind. We're going to be looked upon as the continent, the third world continent. And that's what PLP is trying to change. We are so many. This time around, we've given a scholarship to 3,000 learners across the continent. That is mind-boggling, the finances involved in that, to facilitate people actually to have an opportunity to go through this is just beyond imagination. But then PLP with its partners are very keen to make sure that we change the way of thinking of our young people. We revolutionize the continent. We create new tools that we can use for working. We do not want people to pick up a djembe and go digging when you can pick up a laptop, sit in your room, work for a company in Canada, make very good income, help the people that are around you, put people through school, continue to develop yourself even beyond the stage that you are in. And that is what we are looking to accomplish. So before we get much into that, at this point, I see we have most of our team have joined in as panelists. And so that means they can we can have a quick introduction before we continue with the program. So I will start. I will ask our team just introduce yourself. Let me just quickly share this guide on the introductions. So I'll ask my team, just quickly share your name, the role that you do within PLP, and you can welcome our students in your own special way. If you're from Zambia, then let the people in the room from Zambia feel welcome. You can do it the Zambian way. If you're from South Africa, you can do it the South African way. If you're from Kenya, you can do it the Kenyan way. I do appreciate that we have students beyond those three countries. We have guys from Nigeria, we have guys from Zimbabwe. Our team will be in Nigeria very soon to launch a formal application process, but we welcome those ones who already are here on the program. Across Africa, very much welcome. So I'll just quickly go back, and we will start with, I see Joseph. If you could just kindly unmute and go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, thank you so much, Robert. I'm trying to share my video, but I can't do it. But like you said, my name is Joseph Mindo. I am a senior software engineer as well as a data instructor here at Powerland Project. I want to welcome all 826 of you. This is such a crazy number. I want to welcome all of you to this journey of becoming engineers. it will be difficult at the start, that's a fact, but if you just hang in there for the period of this program, we can guarantee that you'll be a very competent developer. So that's it from me. I'll be taking you guys through the Dart course. So if you're into that, making web applications and mobile apps, we'll be working together. So happy to be here.
Thank you very much, Joseph. If your internet allows, you can just put on your video a little bit for the learners to meet you. And
the host hasn't enabled that, so it's giving me.
Okay, as we work on that, we can continue. Elizabeth, I can see. If you could kindly go ahead.
I don't know whether I should say morning or afternoon, but it looks like we are not yet at 12. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I think for me, first of all, it's a pleasure. It's quite a big team. So my name is Elizabeth Moniki, and I'll be taking you databases. I'm a software engineer and a cybersecurity specialist also, as much as I'm a trainer. And I think I'm welcoming you to the field of technology. And I'm hoping that you're going to gain within this 16-week period. It is my pleasure, and it will be my pleasure to assist where we can and to also learn from you. Karibuni sana, and be ready to be supported, and it would also be awesome if we work closely together so that you gain as much as we are there to assist you. Karibuni sana.
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. We do appreciate you being part of the team and having been part of the team that has just helped to shape our first cohort, and they are going out, and we're so proud of them. We've had some of their testimonies, and we're also looking forward to hear more of their success stories. As we said, our job is to enable you and connect you, if possible, with opportunities available. Someone said that in this world right now, relationships, connections, networks are very key. That's why we are bringing you across Africa, across the continent, to one place and saying, you guys can learn together. Identify a problem in Zambia. If you are in Kenya, go implement a solution there. If you're from South Africa, you see an opportunity in Kenya, reach out to your colleagues in Kenya and say, man, I want us to work together to conquer this thing together. So thank you, Elizabeth. I see we have Susan. Susan, kindly unmute.
Okay, I'm grateful. Thank you, Robert. So my name is Susan Wanjiko Kamau. That's my name. I'll be taking you through computer essentials. It's what you literally need to know before you even start working on a computer. So people since mostly forget about this, but you cannot handle a djembe when you don't know how to even start fixing the djembe. You have to know the djembe has a fork and it has the other part where it needs to, so that it can work. So my advice is invest your time. The one thing that makes a difference between most people is how much time are you willing to give to your progress. And don't take a lot of time on a bug and you have people. So the next advice is ask. Always ask. There is no stupid question. There are people who are just here to listen and give you answers. So that's all from me, and thank you.
Thank you very much, Susan, for that. I think Susan said something very critical and very important. we are implementing a very unique learning model, and this learning model allows you to come together with your peers, even though it is online, but you are in a community. The purposes of that is to allow you to learn as a group, as a community. Whenever I get stuck with a concept, the next person can help me. The instructor is right there on the call. But in most cases, from my experience, you realize that the issue that you're struggling with, the next person, a fellow student, already has conquered it. So you just reach out and you have your journey made so easy, and the learning gets even more exciting. So always remember, asking is actually valued as something very key for you to be very successful within this program. Thank you very much, Susan, for that input. I'll proceed on to Evans. Kindly just unmute and proceed.
Hello, guys. First of all, I'm excited to be here. I'm Evans Motuku, a software engineer by profession, and I'll be taking you through web development. As we all know that in the current world that communication is taking over through the internet, and I'll be showing you how you build this kind of tools. We shall be basically learning simple technology like HTML, CSS, just to know how to build this kind of features. And I hope we shall learn together and help each other grow. Back to you, Robert.
Thank you very much, Evans. Evans will be helping us through web development and all the technologies surrounding web development. He's a seasoned software engineer himself among the team that he will be collaborating with. So we do look forward to a very successful and fruitful experience between you guys. Thank you very much, Evans. Alan, kindly unmute and go.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Robert. My name is Alan Lenka. I'll be part of the DAT instructors, and I'm ready to work with you guys and to the students. We'll do this together. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Alan has joined the team and is also a seasoned software developer, right here to support us along the way as we go through our journey. Saruni, kindly unmute.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jambo. My name is Kimodo Saruni. I'll be taking you through Python. I am an instructor and a data analyst. I'll urge you to take this chance and make it a full opportunity. Every member of the PLP team wants to see you succeed. And so just take that chance and learn. Do your best to learn. Whenever you're starting, it will not be that smooth, but if you give it your time, whenever you encounter a problem, your solution is just a message away. Text the instructor and you will be assisted. So welcome very much, and we look forward to having a fruitful session with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Saruni. We are very proud to have you as part of our team. Saruni will be taking you guys through Python and other related modules. As he said, is quite good with the data analysis, and you know that the journey to becoming a data science, Python is like a very, very, very key programming language to get you there. So Saruni will be leading us through that. Thank you very much, Saruni. Maina, I see you have joined. Maina, I will let you introduce yourself. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Stanley, and I appreciate you. I hope you can hear me very well. Mine is just to welcome all the students and tell them karibu sana. If you're in Kenya, you understand what that means. If you're not here, just to tell you welcome. My name is Maina Shege, and I'll be taking you through soft skills. And it is just categorized into about 8 areas. And I can't wait to take you through this because this is what will differentiate you from the rest. It's more like if you see a herd of sheep that are white, if one is black, it's very easy for you to identify it and flow and find out what's up, why is it different? And so the only question that I would like to ask you is, one, what makes you different from your classmates? Because you're all going to learn the same thing, learn the same skills. But what is this different that if I am to seek employment, employing you or taking you in as the company that is going to develop for me softwares and the likes, what is this that will make you different? And so very quickly, I'll just be taking you through the areas which I'll be covering, which are about 8 of them. One of it is just business communication skills, how you communicate. There's a language, how your non-verbal matches your verbal and the paraverbal as well. Those are nice, good terminologies to tell you that we'll be learning all these particular areas. We'll also talk about enhancing employability, that if you go to get employed, this is the element that makes you different, and everybody wants to say, I want this guy. You've had, I think you have had in your field, for example, some of these big techs like Google and Microsoft are taking a lot of Kenyans. And so there's a sort of a demand of you guys, but what is this that will make you make them run to you? We want to ensure that we equip you to all those things. We'll also teach you about job seeking skills, desk search, and how you can really seek without wasting a lot of time. How do you enhance yourself to become really better at getting these jobs? Teamwork, wherever you shall go, you're working with the team, and so you better be a good player. They say like it's a car. If a car is deflated, it's useless, you know, until that puncture is fixed. So you're part of a team, whatever you shall be at. And so we'll be analyzing those things to ensure that we teach you to become not only just a team player, but also to lead a team. That means we'll also teach you on leadership skills as well. And the last 2 things is how to pitch ideas and negotiate for your skills. And finally, entrepreneurship and innovation and setting up a successful business. So those are the areas we'll be looking at. And I can't wait to really have those sessions with you and really have you in the class. So that's just about it. And the last thing, if you forget everything else I've said, what makes you different? And it's purely about this particular class we shall be having. Thank you so much, and I can't wait. Back to you.
Thank you very much. Maina is, I think he plays a very unique role within PLP. And what he does is central, as he said, to whoever you become after this training. You could be the genius in programming, but then you can't talk, you can't get your skills across. No one is ever going to know. You could be having this awesome idea, but you can't put it across. So that's where Maina comes in. Thank you very much, sir, for that. We will continue on. I see Paul. Paul, kindly just unmute and go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Mutemi. I'm a software developer by profession. I'll be taking you guys through Python, and an interesting journey as you know how to develop good things and automate things using Python. Through this journey, I would ask you students, just stay curious, have your grade on pack, and stay learning and hungry for knowledge. We'll be through this together and as smooth as it's supposed to be. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for that introduction. Let's quickly move on to Lakson. Kindly unmute and go ahead.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lakson Mutali. I'm a Dart and Flutter programmer. So I'll be taking you in those two technology with Joseph.
Thank you very much, sir, for that. I think before we proceed on the call is also Stanley Munga. Me and Stanley Munga, we are heading the team that has just spoken to you in making sure that we achieve the goal that we are trying to achieve. We have more mentors, software engineers, instructors who haven't joined on the call to introduce themselves. They will, whenever they will actually join and have a chance to speak to you. But before we proceed, I will allow Stanley also to unmute and introduce himself. Thank you.
Yes, hello everyone. Good morning, good afternoon everyone. Yeah, my name is Stanley Munga. I'm the Assistant Knowledge Manager at Power and Project. Yeah, professionally, I'm an information systems auditor. I've also done education. So my responsibility is to ensure that your student, whatever you are being taught, is up to the quality. I have to go through each and every module and validate the content. Remember, at the end of the day, we want you guys, when you go out there, you are an all-rounded software engineers. Yes, I'm a software developer, and I'm also a curriculum developer, and also ensuring quality assurance. So I can assure you that the modules that you are being taught gives you a good overview from no code to code, and I'm here to help you. Robert Assistant, we work together. So welcome all of you. We will be interacting in one way or the other in your academic journey. And towards your 16 weeks, all your projects will come to us and we'll validate your project. And we're going to look which project qualifies to move to the next stage. So take this opportunity as a good opportunity. The first cohort majority have gotten exciting opportunities, and I can't wait to see you also getting there. Thank you so much, and welcome.
Thank you very much, Stanley. As Stanley put it, our training is not, what will I say, the normal training that you will have in a university or in a school, but we base our review on what can you create after you've gone through the program. So at the end of the program, you will expected to produce an artifact, a project that you've been working on. And the quality of that project will actually be the central thing or item that we are going to use to market you. Remember, our job is to train you and expose you to the networks that require your skills. And if I was to say, I know someone who can take this role, the question will be, what has that someone done? And my response will be, they have done very awesome projects. We can share the link so that you can look at some of them. And so we shall have that stage where we will give you a chance to work on very good projects. Then we shall evaluate those projects and use those projects to put you out there, to connect you with the right people where your skills can be used and appreciated. Thank you very much, Stanley. That means that the training team, so far the ones who are on the panel, we have covered all, but PLP is a big family. It's not just about training. There are guys who work behind the scenes to make your experience awesome. And part of that team, I'll just go ahead to allow Annabelle to introduce herself. Annabelle, if you have noticed, she's the one you've been engaging so much on the community, and she's been the one sorting most of your press inquiries. When will I be receiving an email to log in all those queries? She's been the one taking care of. So Annabelle, kindly just unmute and also introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Congratulations on your successful application. I have been talking to most of you in the community channels, and I'm so excited to have you on board. Yeah, well, I can't wait to interact with you and learn from you as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Annabelle. I think in Annabelle's team, she'll be representing the rest of the team who are still on the ground, extending this opportunity to other students across Africa. Actually, at this moment, they are in Tanzania, having an event, trying to get also students from Tanzania to sign up. As I said, we already have students signing up across Africa, but we still have to make sure that we get to as many students as possible. And that's what our team is currently pursuing in Tanzania. So Annabelle is representing part of that team. On the call, again, we also have one of the most critical teams. One of those teams that if they went missing for a night, we are likely to go lamenting very much. So that's the technical team, the guys behind the learning management system that we are going to use, the guys who are going to help us review any concerns, any issues, any challenges that we are going to have when we are learning. They'll be the ones to help us resolve that. So I'll allow James to take charge and introduce the rest of the team. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm James. I'm the tech lead, Powerland project. I would like my team members to introduce themselves first, then I'll finish last. Sami Bryan.
Good morning, everyone, wherever you are, South Africa, Zambia, Kenya. It's a good morning and welcome. My name is Sami Bryan. I'm a backend engineer here at Powerland Project, Nairobi, Kenya, the main office in Nairobi, Kenya. I'd like to welcome you all with a quote. It says, "Experience is the name everyone gives to their mistakes." So as you begin this journey, like the instructor said, you'll experience stumbles, errors, mistakes, and whatnot. But the key thing is to know that the only difference between you and me is that I've experienced a lot of mistakes. So whenever you get errors, whenever you stumble, whenever you get obstacles, just remember never to give up, keep on going, keep on striving to be the best, because platform is that it provides you with forums whereby you can ask for assistance, give assistance, discuss, interact with the peers, with the instructors and whatnot. So with that, I'd like to welcome you all. And like the Kenyan said, karibuni sana, or rather, welcome. Thank you. Back to you, James.
Albina.
Good morning, guys, from all over Africa. I am Albina Nyawera. I am a front-end developer and QA/QE at Powerland Project. What I'd like to say to you guys is that you're starting a new journey. It's going to be a challenge as you start, but as you move forward, it gets easier. The thing that you need to understand, just start. Just Nike the shit out of it. Just start, and then things will just fall into place. Otherwise, welcome to the team. We are here to help you, to give you guidance. Yeah. So, karibuni sana.
Gloria. Gloria.
Hello, everyone. Hi, my name is Gloria. I'm also a front-end developer here at Powerland Project. I'm in charge of front-end So everything you see on the system, everything that you interact with, that's us, me, Nyawira, and Arnold, our other front-end engineer. So it's not pretty, that's on us. And if it's not interacting well, that's also us. So I hope you like the system, and even as you learn, I hope your user experience is good on the system. And I'm looking forward to working with you and learning from you guys as well. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Those are my team members in the engineering team. As you heard, we are only 5 of us trying to deliver this excellent premium platform. What we expect from you users, we call you users because that's how it is in the software world. We expect feedback, critics, and improvements, suggestion, that is, wherever you feel like it's slow on your end, please get in touch as quick as possible so that we can do whatever we can do from our end to make it more performant. To give you, let's say, to make you confident with the system, right now we are serving you all our pages in under 200 milliseconds. That's good. It's good speed in terms of user experience. And also our backend is more stable, as you have heard. We have Sami Brian as a backend software engineer. I'm also backend software engineer at Powerland Project. A parting shot, I'll say I welcome you to be part of Powerland Project beneficiaries. Guys, take this opportunity to shape your, I'll say, shape your career or your passion, whatever you like to call it. And we are here as dev team to support you in case you get any glitch in terms of not logging in. Let's say session timing out too quickly, you're unable to navigate, reach out, and we will help. Thank you, guys. Jambo Africa, let's go get it.
Thank you, James, very much. And I will attest that your team is doing awesome work. And I think your team, other than doing the work that it's doing, is actually a testimonial of what we are trying to achieve with this training. Looking at that team, you will realize that all of them are younger than me. At least let me use myself as a measuring scale. All of them are younger than me. And the work that they are doing, that they can come up with a solution to support 3,000, and we are looking to go to 1 million people online learning. It's awesome. Talk to some of them, you'll have a chance to interact to a majority of them. They probably didn't do their first degree in computing, but they decided and said, I want to become a software engineer. And nothing could stop in their way. And right here they are creating very awesome solutions that is literally changing the lives of people across the continent. So thank you very much, Tech Team. We do appreciate you. On the call also, I have Timothy. Timothy is part of PLP team. As I said, we do train you, but we just don't want to train you. We want to ask ourselves, where do you fit in the global map, in the African map? How do you plug into the different opportunities that arise? And so Timothy is our partnership person, is the one moving across the continent, talking to different organizations, talking to different people who are in this development ecosystem, seeing how can we create opportunities for our learners as you guys come out of the training. So I'll give Timothy a chance to unmute, introduce himself, and give a little bit more of what he's doing for Powerland project. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robert, for that concise introduction. It's a great pleasure to meet all of you from different parts of Africa, and we are very excited for this cohort because you represent the aspirations and motivations of young people across Africa. And Powerland project primarily sits at the heart of engaging you and making sure that your learning through this journey is a great experience. We want it to be experiential learning, not just conventional learning. And that's why this amazing team is there to assist you, walk the journey with you. My role is on partnerships, strategic partnerships, and we want to be able to enable you as a learner have the end-to-end journey from learning through the 16 weeks and then being able to have opportunities for proof of work, opportunities for internships, opportunities for full-time employment. And those who want to get into entrepreneurship, opportunities connecting with Adenian Labs and other partners to be able to launch your enterprise, be incubated. And that's the full cycle that we want to be able to enable you get decent work, get decent livelihoods. So we are making strategic partnerships with different players in the ecosystem, and we want to forge this partnership so that you can be able to get out of the course and get into employment opportunities, get into enterprise opportunities within your journey. So thank you, and we look forward to great engagement and being able to just see what kind of innovations you have as individuals. I know most of you will come up with really, really amazing skill sets and really amazing projects through this journey. So we look forward to seeing what you come up with through PLP. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Timothy. And as Timothy is speaking, he's doing quite a lot, and I'm actually excited knowing that the moment you guys are trained, we are not leaving you to your own devices. We actually have a way to ask ourselves. We're trying to create an impact. Training you is just the start of the journey. What else can we do to make sure that we achieve and you also achieve the goal that we are trying to accomplish? So thank you very much, Timothy, for that. Jerry, I see Jerry is also on the call. Jerry is also part of the community management. You have definitely had a chance to interact with her, to talk with her, and maybe it's time to see her and say hi. Jerry, kindly unmute and go ahead.
So, hi, Robert. Sorry, I hijacked Jerry's call.
Hi, Mumbi. We can hear you. Very much welcome. You can go ahead. We can hear you.
So thank you so much. Sorry for interrupting Jerry's call. She'll be introducing herself shortly. I just wanted to say hello to our new learners and welcome them to Powerland. So my name is Mumbi Ndongo. I am the Chief of Growth and Operations at Powerland Project. And I'm really excited to be here to see all of you here with us. Thank you for heeding to our call for applications and joining us in this journey to 1 million devs for Africa. So I hope each of you will get a very productive session with us over the next 4 months, get to learn, get to meet new people in the process, and also just get to be part of a large movement and a huge community of change makers, which is what we're building at Powerland Project currently. Beyond all of that, mine is just to wish you all the best as you learn. Feel free to engage with us as much as possible so you can be able to get the maximum value from this program. And also tell your friends. We'll be having a lot of cohorts coming up, so you can also invite them to apply with us. And Currently, we are just about to launch in Tanzania this evening. So we will be getting a new cohort of friends from Tanzania as well. And with those few remarks, thanks, Robert, to you. Then I think now I can allow Jerry to introduce herself. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mumbi. Maybe Jerry can come on, then we can. Okay. Thank you very much, Mumbi, for that. The learners, Mumbi is our torchbearer. She is the one that is leading PLP. And right now the team is in Tanzania, as you can see, trying to make sure that each and every young person across the continent gets an opportunity that you guys already have. So we really much thank you, Mumbi, for your able leadership. And we know we are going all the way across the continent. So thank you very much for that, Jerry. Okay, Jerry, we shall see her. For now, she could be held up on something, but thank you very much, the team in Tanzania, for the great job that you're trying to do there. We shall proceed. I think at this juncture in time, I will ask that we pause the introductions and get on to the next part of our agenda. And the next part of our agenda is trying to understand what PLP is and what we are here to achieve. Part of that, we have touched on it as we've been coming through the conversations we've had so far. And I'll just take a minute to just describe the structure of PLP scholarship, how we are going to learn the support that will be available to us before I finally give a chance to now the tech team to take us through the learning management system that we are going to use during our learning process. So PLP scholarship is a scholarship that we are training people, and this training is majorly happening online. But we are not calling it online learning because we have so many courses that are happening online. But the question we asked ourselves is, what is the impact of these courses that are happening online? And the truth is that most of these courses have lesser impact, given that they really don't look at what motivates a student to learn. We are social creatures, and we learn better within our community. So our learning model is, we call it self-directed learning model, but in itself is also happening online virtually, and we are fully supported by professionals during our learning journey. And our instructors, as you heard, they are in their own rights professionals in their field. You had Maina talk about what he's doing within the program, actually moving you from just having technical skills to a point of selling yourself once you have those technical skills, pitching ideas to potential investors and all that. So our training is meant to be wholesome, to create someone who can go on the world stage and compete effectively with anyone who is competing there. And that's what we endeavor to achieve. The modules that we are training in this scholarship, we didn't just arrive at them randomly. Actually, there was some research that was done using our parent company, Adenian Labs. You've probably heard Adenian Labs. Adenian Labs is a venture lab whose main objective is to identify ideas within the tech space and grow those ideas, allow those ideas to grow and become companies. And once we get to interact more, you will actually understand how many of those ideas are now very big, roaring companies that have made immense success. So from that experience, they identified certain gaps that were missing in the market. For example, the modules that we are offering, the 4 technical modules, are anchored on 4 main areas within software development. That is mobile development, we have web development, we have database systems, and we also have Python, which will lead you into data analytics or will lead you into AI. Now, starting you off with those foundations, we basically are enabling you to match into any specialization that you want. You want to become a data scientist, we got you. You want to become a web developer, we got you. You want to become a mobile developer, we got you. You want to do any of those things, then the foundation of that is you have to understand how to work with the data, how to manipulate data. Basically, back in the day when we were just defining what a program is, we used to say is a series of code whose intention is to manipulate data. That's what computing is all about, analyzing data to find meaning, organizing data. And for you to be able to do that, then you need to understand database concepts. And we have a database module that is meant to support all these other technical modules that you are doing as you go along. Besides those 4 technical modules I've mentioned, we also have soft skills that I've already talked about. Mr. Maina also talked about it. We also have what we are calling computing essentials. Computing essentials comes in with the realization that what we are doing, the people we are trying to train, we are not going to get professionals and train them. We understand that most of us have various backgrounds. Some of us are coming to technology for the first time, and we want to make sure that your journey within the technology is actually very smooth. You don't understand computers, but you want to become a software engineer. Do we throw you in the deeper end, or we show you the basics before we get you to doing some awesome projects? Within Computer Essentials as a module, that's where we get you started. Showing you how do you install a programming environment on your computer. What are some of the tools online that you can use to manage your code? And those basics that you're going to require to be successful within your software engineering journey. So we do have that. Another very important aspect to our course is not just centering in what is happening, but looking to the future. And the point of looking to the future is what are the emerging technologies that are coming up. We have data science, very key one. We have blockchain that is coming up. And we have designed our course to make sure that we train our students and prepare them very well to start moving into those areas. And to that effect, we have an introductory course in blockchain. But besides that, our own learning management system runs on blockchain. Your record of performance will be recorded on blockchain technology. And that is just not to make you a consumer of technology, but allow you to experience this technology such that once you leave PLP, get out there and someone asks you, what did you do in PLP? And they want to doubt what you did in PLP, you tell them, no, you can't doubt it because the technology that was used cannot be compromised. All track of my performance was they used blockchain technology to keep all those records for me. So you can reference and you know that's immutable. It cannot be changed. Once it is recorded, it is recorded. So we are looking to move our students from the first level to the next level until you are the leaders within the African continent. So roughly those are the modules that we are offering within the Powerland project. our learning model is such that I mentioned it is self-directed. Self-directed means that we are moving learning from a teacher just, you say, talking and talking to a student taking responsibility of their learning. And to do so, we have a very elaborate learning management system. Our content is structured in a way that is self-guiding. So within the first week, you know, I'm supposed to cover this part. Within the next week, I'm supposed to cover this part. Then you meet your instructor, and during that meeting, you can now review your progress and say, this is how I've progressed. At this particular topic, I had challenges and I need help. And with that, your instructor can decide whether to respond to you through a number of channels. Through text, that is chatting or sending messages, through videos, through live sessions, through a myriad of ways that we can actually help you or guide you along your learning journey. So once the tech team takes you through the system, you will understand what is in store as far as the learning on the learning management system is concerned. How are we going to keep in touch to communicate? Most of the communication channels, we are trying to centralize them on the learning management system. So if you need to reach out to your instructor, you should do so within the learning management system. If you want to collaborate with your colleagues, with other students, you should do so within the learning management system. And that is to make sure that our learning is made efficient. In our first cohort, the system that we had a few deficiencies, and that posed a problem in getting our students to communicate properly. But with the system that we have made sure that that is taken care of, and all communications will be happening within the learning management system. I understand we now temporarily have a Telegram group that is meant to facilitate you to onboard successfully onto the learning management system. If you have any issues, we shall try to resolve them through that group. But once we are done with that, we intend to shift all our communications onto the learning management system. The program, as you already know, takes 4 months. So within the 4 months, we are expected to go through the training. Within the first month, we are going to expose you to all technical modules. But after the first month, and you have identified and say that I'm so good in mobile development and that's what I want to pursue, we are saying it's okay. You can be able to specialize after that and only focus on mobile development. Because at the end of the training, we are looking to what can you create? Have you created a project that can be looked at it competitively or can be pitched somewhere and attract people who probably want to invest in it? To allow you to do that, and then we want you to take all your attention and focus in one area, and within that area create something very, very, very good. So you can either decide that you want to stick with the web development, you want to do mobile development, you want to stick with Python and some of its frameworks. But to support that database will be a required module to support any of the choices that you'll be making. Soft skills will also be required. Computing essentials will mostly be for the people who need that important background on using tools like Git, for example, to host your code and all that. So that is the structure of the course that we are going to have. After the 4 months, you'll have a very short period of time to refine your project and submit it for evaluation. But as we will be learning, we shall also have quizzes along the way to just check our understanding as we continue learning through the journey. So we shall not have, I don't want to say exams, but we shall have quizzes whose main intention is just to help us check the steps along the way so that you don't go through the course and yet you are not really following what is happening. The other important aspect about our learning structure is that most of our learning will be around a project. So as I said, what we shall be looking at the end of the program is using your practical skills. What have you been able to create? As Timothy said, we look at experiential learning. We are learning through doing. So if today we were covering the basic things about variables, I don't expect you to tell me what a variable is. I expect you to apply that and come up with a program that uses variables. The next day, if you're going to do control structures, I want you to create a program that uses control structures. If we go and do another concept, I want you to create a program that uses that concept. By the end of the program, then what you have been creating can actually be evaluated as a whole full project. So our emphasis will be focusing on that. Once you get down with your instructors, the first question is, how do we get started on this journey of coming up with an idea for a project that you're going to work on for the next 4 months as you go through the learning materials. So more clarification will come, but today it was just quickly give you a preview of what is before you. How does the program look like? What are the expectations? The other question maybe people will be asking is, when are live sessions? Are they compulsory to attend? For each module, you'll have one live session every week. The live sessions, we highly encourage you to attend. But remember, we said this is self-directed program. And that means that the learning is mostly done on the learning management system by the student. And the live session is for you and your instructor to catch up and review your progress. So the attendance of live sessions is highly encouraged, but it will not determine the level of your study. Maybe that is what I can clarify on that very probable question that is likely to come up. We shall be sharing a schedule of how the classes will be. We shall have fixed times for live sessions. That fixed time will be made in such a way that it favors as majority of you as possible. If we were to say everyone to give their own preferred time, then we can never agree. So we are kindly requesting that the time that we set up a class, try to make sure that you are comfortable with it, because that will be favoring the majority of the students. And we have to work with something, at least for us to be able to achieve the goal that we're trying to achieve. I will pause there as far as trying to explain the structure of Powerline Project scholarship and how it's going to be, and allow the technical team to take the reins. James and his team are going to walk us through the learning management system, especially from the student perspective. So a number of you have had challenges logging in. So we are going to start with how you log in. Once you log in, how do you navigate around? How do you talk to your friends on the LMS or your peer groups? How do you reach out to instructors and all that? So James, is your team ready to take it away?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. Allow me to share my screen.
You should be able to share your screen, James, as a panelist.
Host disabled. Meanwhile, the URL or the link to learning management system is plpacademy.powerlandproject.org. Let me share the link on the chat.
It is enabled now, James. You can go ahead and share the screen.
Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
And not yet, James.
Okay, it will be up in a minute. So,
no, I think, okay, we can see it.
You can see it now?
Yes, we can see your screen, but the page that you are sharing came on and came off again.
Okay, I wanted to be sure that all of you can see my screen before I shift to the PLP Academy. Okay. This is the, let me share, this is the URL, because most of the learners right now, they've got their credential, the login credentials. I want them to follow along. So guys, switch to your browsers and we do this demo, all of us. So let me share the link for those who don't have it. So that's our URL, the learning management system URL. Okay, I've logged in as a student. This is how it looks. It's quite beautiful. The UI is eye appealing. So I hope most of you have logged in, because I want all of us to get involved, because this is what we'll be doing on a daily basis, how to navigate through the LMS. So let me load, let's say, another page over here. Log out here. No. Okay, this is the landing page. When you browse that URL, it takes you here. So on this page, we expect an email address, the one that you used on the application form. Then the password, we sent you the password via the same email. So a combination of that email and the password that we sent you, you should be able to log in. Once you log in into the platform, it will take you here. Okay, this is how the learning management system on the learner side looks like. On the left, we have the menu with the 4 items: my learning, tutorials, my groups, and forums. On the right side, you've got a calendar, and under it, you've got the events, which is expandable. So on the event side over here is where we'll do all the massive communication to all our learners. So if we want to publish or we want to communicate to you about an event or an upcoming event, you'll be able to see it down here. On your profile as a learner, if you want to check out your profile, you click on the name under that modal. Okay, my internet is not behaving nicely. Okay, a minute. Oh, sorry. It logged me out. Okay, okay. Now this is your profile with the attributes that we have. For example, you as a learner, you have the basic information is the first name, last name, and email. Then we are giving you a chance to change the password so that you use the one that you can memorize. Then on bio, this is something that you can write something about yourself and update. So for example, if I write here, this is my bio, update it. Should be able to update it, and it comes right here. Then we have a functionality of uploading your profile image. That's it on the profile page. Then you have a logout button down here that it ends the session with our servers. Okay, now this is, as you can see, this is the course that you enrolled into, software development. This is the brief description of about that course. Then here are the modules, or you can call them units, under the software development as a course. For example, we are offering you guys 9 modules: Python programming, JS, learner's guide, Spring Boot, Dart, entrepreneur, computing essentials. Now, for you as a learner to engage or to browse, or rather to consume the content, you click, let's say, on the module. So as you can see, the module is Python, a brief overview of what that module is all about. The duration, as you can see at a glance, that the duration, it's 5 weeks, but it doesn't mean that the module is going to take only 5 weeks, no. It's showing 5 weeks because that's I'll say the content that has been uploaded under these modules. Overview, then you have instructors. If you click on instructor, you'll be able to see instructors responsible on guiding you through this module, in this case Python. So the real content is under curriculum. As you can see, it's locked because this is the mechanism we implemented. So as a learner, you cannot engage with this content until it's published from the admin side. So I'll proceed to do that. So this Python, I want to publish Python, yes. Okay. I want to redo it again. I want to show step by step. Okay, curriculum. I hope you guys are following, for those who managed to log in. Okay. I'm waiting for one of the engineers to do that task so that we continue. Yes, sir.
Sorry, guys, as James handles what is handling. A number of you, I can see in the question and answer, you're having a few issues logging in. I'm sharing a form in the chat. And basically, if you have a challenge to log in, simply fill that form, and we are going to follow up on each and everyone who has a challenge and try and help you out. Thank you. James?
Yes, thank you, Robert. Maybe you can find out how many have managed to log in, so that we do this together. Okay, let me do this. I don't want to use that student's account. Okay, what's the credential here? Robert, a minute. I'm trying to find credentials belonging to a learner who is in a test course. So just a minute.
Okay, thank you, James, as you try and sort what you're trying to sort out. A number of you have already received a link in your emails asking you to log on. If you have and you have tried to log on and for some reason you can't, I've just shared a link again in the chat. Kindly fill in, and using those details, we are going to make sure that you receive the required help so that you are able to join the system and in good time for your learning. Okay. I was just seeing a few questions here. Someone is asking, are we going to do all modules? Yes, at least for the first month, but once you've got a feel of what you really want to do after the first month, then you can just choose to specialize in one area, and that will be okay. A number of you are saying unable to log in. I use that form kindly so that we can help you. Is there a data allowance? We are working with the telecommunication companies to make sure that the access to the platform does not cost you. That is whitelisting the platform. We are working currently with Safaricom in Kenya. We also have a company in South Africa we are following up with, and also in Zambia. So we should be able to communicate once that is done in due time. Okay, a number of you are saying challenges with login. Someone says, I tried to log in and just reset my password, so I think that worked.
Robert, I think I'm good. I'm good to go now.
Okay, we can continue.
Are you able to see my screen now?
Yes, we can see it. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, a reminder for those who are saying they cannot be able to log in, make sure you are using the very same email that you used during application. Then the password, we sent you the password on that email. So the combination of the email and the password we sent you, you should be able to log in smoothly. Now, I've published week 1 of Python module, as you can see now, introduction to Python. Now, as a learner, once you've navigated to a module, now you can see the curriculum. It's arranged in terms of weeks. So, for example, week 1, week 2, week 3, 4, and 5. So you can only browse or access the content that is unlocked this one, as is locked, as a learner, you cannot be able to access it. So I'll proceed to the lessons. Okay, as you can see over here, we have the curriculum is in terms of a course module, week, now lessons. As you can see here, it's arranged in terms of lesson. For example, now I'll browse lesson 1. Wait, don't have that. Wait, which URL am I using here? This student, Robert.
Yes, James.
Yeah, continue. There's something I would like to fix.
Okay, so I'll just quickly review some of the questions you guys have. Someone says I've managed to log in without any problem. So a number of you have logged in, and that's good to know. With the project, we are expected to create, executed within the 4 months. Yes, that's the model we are trying to work on. The time you start learning, you also have a clear idea of what you want to do. And as you go on, you keep building on that idea. At the end of the 4 months, then you have something concrete that you have created over the period of the 4 months that you've been learning. And you start easy. I was saying,
reload your page.
Sorry for that. I was saying, when you are starting, don't worry and say, I'm just starting and I have no idea even how to create a project. We are not looking to have a project from you in the first month, not the second month, not the third month. All we are saying is that if you start working on it, by building on it little by little from what you are learning in class. Let's say, for example, you are creating an e-commerce website. The first day, all you do is write one line that doesn't even open in a browser. The second day, you write another line, 2 lines that you can run in a browser, and all you have is just a single line on the screen. The third day is you have added color and a few links to your page. And after 3 weeks, you have 2 pages that are fully interactive. By the end of the first month, you have a small website with a very basic functionality, but it has no connection to a database or anything like that. After 2 months, your small website can actually communicate with the database and manipulate data. By the time you get to the 3rd month and the 4th month, you realize that you'll have actually along the way built something that you can look back and say, what I learned, I put it to practice, and this is what I've created from that journey that I've been learning. So that is what we mean. We are not looking for you to just come up with a project at the beginning from nowhere. We understand most of us, majority of us are beginners in this area. So that is just okay. Is there a possibility of studying all the modules? Yes, you can. You can take all the modules. The only thing is as long as you have the requisite time and stamina to handle all of them, it's okay. I'm logged in, but it seems the servers are a bit overloaded, so the content is not loading fully after logging in. I can hear that. James, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Sorry, guys, we're experiencing some internet issues, but we've resolved. Okay, I navigated, if you remember, from course course module, a curriculum, a week, then to a lesson. Now, this is how the learner will see the lesson content. For example, this is the lesson 1 of week 1. So here, just an introduction to Python. This is the real content. We have got a video. In between the content, you can play it. From your end, you've got...
Welcome back, aliens. My name is Navin Reddy.
Yes. So these are some of the supporting videos to our real, main content. So this is how you as a learner will consume the lesson content until down here. So this is lesson 1. You have 2 options of navigating. You can use the next button over here on your right, or you can choose to use navigation at extreme right. If I expand on that, able to load a number of lessons belong to week 1. So you have 2 options, either to navigate using the next button or on the right. So another feature that I wanted to demonstrate it to you is we enabled the discussion feature on the lesson. If I click on the discussion, so far we don't have any. In an instance that a learner gets stuck along the way, or he or she didn't get a certain concept on that lesson, we are giving you an option of coming to a discussion and start a new topic. So on the new topic, the title, let's say Python. I'll say Python. Then the content is the real question that you want to ask. It might be, let's say, I didn't get the variables concept clearly. Let's say clearly. Then you have an option of creating that topic. As I said, we are struggling with the internet over here, so don't worry. Maybe on your side, it will create successfully. Let me try again. Yeah. So as you can see here, the topic is Python, posted by you. This will be your name. This will be your name. Then the thing that you're asking, I didn't get the variable concept clearly. So any learner who has logged in, maybe you can proceed to the discussion and comment on this, because I said it's a process that all of us should get involved. So I'm requesting anyone, any learner who was able to log in, navigate to this point and make a comment. So I can decide to make a comment. Okay. Then I'll say, hey, I had the same issue too, but this is how I fixed it. So you can have an option of commenting. Oh, so thank you guys. I see some of you I've already commented. Trial, what is a variable, testing, yeah, it's good. So this is how learners get to engage in discussion forum about a specific lesson. Okay, I want to switch my internet.
As James switches his internet, maybe just quickly, I see there are quite so many questions. How will the program take? We said it will take 4 months. How does this course also provide C#? Currently not. What is the criteria for placement of opportunities after the program based on what you have achieved? And that is to say, the project that you have created. The course does not provide C#, and it is about 16 weeks long, ending roughly in February. Yes, that is correct. Are they going to help us with data? We are working with the telecoms on the same. We should be able to. Someone asks, after the 16 weeks training, will the learners get certificates? Yes, you will. I needed to confirm if we are going to write an international exam for the languages. No, your evaluation will not be based on written exams, but applications that you have created or programs. The module self-paced, yes, but we have a guide that should keep you, should make sure that you don't fall behind schedule. So you're saying that within this week, you should have covered this much, so that by next week, if you've not covered for the last week, then you realize that I'm falling behind schedule and I need to move much faster. So it's self-paced, but with a guide on how to go through. Is the certificate accredited? Yes. Will we be going through all the stacks at the beginning, but later on you get to specialize? Will we be learning Java Spring Boot? Yes, but later on in the course. It seems there are two groups in the program, PLP family, and that. Will you kindly give me insights on this for clarity? Poland project, we are actually, we have many young people that we are training. So depending on sometimes when a group starts and through which, how do I put it? Who are the partners we are working with for that particular group, then we separate that cohort from other cohorts. Like we have a number of partners who we are together training young people with them. And so we have a cohort for Family Bank, we have a cohort for Compassion Kenya, we have a cohort for Powerland Project, but all of you guys in the same program are benefiting from the same materials. I'm logged in, but I can't see the discussion. James can hear that. James, have you been able to switch the internet? He's still switching. Are we going to have break during the exam holidays? That requires some more discussion because the exams in different countries come at different periods of time, but then we are able to listen to you depending on where you are from or the season for exams for what group that we are referring to. So we can't make it blanket, but we can listen to you and understand how to support you. Are all the learners doing the same modules? At the beginning, yes, but later on, people will have specialization. So you might realize this group is doing Python, but the other group is doing that. Are we going to be learning online? Yes, but our learning is supported fully by instructors. And our learning, as I noted, is not like through Zoom, but through real interaction on the learning management system. And the Zoom sessions are supposed to help us catch up, validate what we've learned, and clarify or ask for clarifications from our instructors. Is there going to be a recording of this session? Yes, we are recording and we shall share with you for reference. When I put in my login details to get to my LMS portal, it says invalid credentials. I just shared a form. Kindly make sure in the chat to fill it with your details, and we shall follow up to support you. Is there a masterclass or like specialization after finishing the beginner course? Yes, we're currently engaging with a number of partners who are already very enthusiastic at taking on the students we have trained so far. So yes, we do have, but still what we are trying to insist is make sure that you do your best. And as long as you have done that, the opportunities will be there for you, and we shall work as hard as we can to get you those opportunities, including internships. I saw someone asking, including facilitating you to continue to an advanced level, including helping you find placements within companies. What we are not saying is the moment you finish, we give you internship. No, what we are saying is depending on your effort, the internship opportunities are more than enough within our networks to absorb you. So, the baseline or the baseline is how you work. The input you put in your study will determine the next steps. Still login issues. Share your details in the form. When do classes start? A number of guys have already been learning for the first week, but for the PLP main scholarship, we are looking at starting sessions next Monday, but we understand most of you will still be trying to find a way to log in and be fully onboarded. So with that in mind, the session will basically be to introduce each other, meet your instructors, come up with a way that you're going to learn and all that. So formally, we start meeting next week. I want to learn Java. Yes, someone says they want to learn Java. Java is a great language, and there are so many other great languages. And from the LMS Usogen saying that we have a part where we can have additional resources outside of our main technical modules that we are training. And in that, we can provide materials that you can move, that can help you learn even more beyond what we shall be certifying you for. Okay, someone is glad to see Mr. Stanley, the lecturer. That's good to know. What is DART? Someone wants to understand what is DART. Actually, it's D-A-R-T, not D-A-T. It's a mobile development language. I will leave that to Joseph, the expert, and Alan to take you through that part later on. Can I do more than one specialization? Yes. What happens if a learner is not able to complete the course within 16 weeks? Given the duration that we have allowed you to cover the modules, from the estimate and from the experience, you should be able to cover the module within the 16 weeks. And from our previous data, majority of the learners actually could do that. But for some reason, an unavoidable circumstance that should make you not be able to, then that will be on an individual basis on why you are not able to, but you should be able to. How do you go about when you can't log on? We shared a form. We're going to facilitate you to accomplish that. Is it mandatory to change the LMS password? For security purposes, yes. For security purposes, it is a key that you make your account secure. On the form country part, should I put where I am or my nationality? Where you are currently at right now, because if we want to support you, then let's say we want to find a way of supporting you to access the platform by waiving data charges. then where you currently reside is more important than where you originally come from. So put where you currently reside. After filling the form, can we attempt to log on? Not immediately. We shall attend to that a little bit after this discussion. Can we choose to do all courses after the first month? Yes, you can. What's the accreditation of this course, and is it recognized diploma certificate? This is a professional software training course. And what we are trying to change, especially as far as training, is we understand the certificate is very important. But when it comes to disciplines such as software engineering, the certificate is important, but what you can do, the actual skills, is way more important. So our course is accredited, but we don't place so much weight on that. We ask, sorry, there is some rain. Let me get my headphones, then we continue.
Robert, you are muted.
Okay, thank you, Stanley. Can you guys hear me? It's raining a little bit here and making a lot of noise.
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, thank you. James and Tim, are you good to go?
Yes, we are.
Then you can take it away. I think questions are so many. We shall come up with a question and answer, kind of centralize all the questions together and provide responses to them. So you guys continue dropping your answers on Slido. I'm going through them and we shall make sure that we respond to each and every question. For now, James, kindly, and Tim, proceed.
Okay. Okay, I've managed to log in using other credential. This learner is in software testing, so probably he has all the features. He can access all the features. So I was here. I'm using web technologies as a module. So I wanted to test this feature. As you can see, once all of you as learners have been grouped, when you go to my groups on the left menu, you should see all the groups that you belong to. For this case, this learner belongs to this group. So if you click on your group, you should be able to see your group members. Okay, for this case, these are the group members, their first name, last name, email, and nationality. So you have an option of emailing your group member directly if you like, but also you have this feature called a group chat. I'll get to it. So in your group, you can see assignments. These are the assignments posted by instructors. So you'll get all assignments over here. As you can see, the topic The assignment is, for this case, we are testing today, the due date, then the actions. So as a learner, you have an option of viewing this assignment, downloading it, then attempt the assignment as a group. Then you have an option of uploading it back to us. So on the group chat, okay, on the group chat, this is a feature that we've enabled for our learners to chat, to discuss about the assignment. For example, who will be the lead of the group and who is responsible of compiling the assignments, zipping the assignment, then re-uploading it back to the server. After here, as you can see on the submission tab, when you click on that, you should be able to see all the submissions. Now, on the submissions, as you can see, these are submissions that belong to other groups, not your group. If you are keen, you can see. So under submissions, if you belong to this group, you have an option of downloading this file, going through it, giving it remarks and reviews, rating it. So once you're done, let's say rating it and giving your remarks, when you submit, we broadcast it back to the groups where the assignments belong to. So they can be able to see the average rating and the remarks that you made. On the peer-to-peer review, as you can see here, for example, if you're keen, you can see up here that this user, the account I'm using, it belongs to this group, testing group 3. But down here, the group name that submitted is group 4. So me as a group member, I have an option of downloading this file from this group, going through it. If it's code, I'm able to go through that code, then give it a remark and a rating. So once I'm done and submit it back, the group where that assignment belonged to, they should be able to see the average rating that I gave and the review that I made on the same. That's about the groups and the group details. Another feature that I want to talk about real quick is the forums. The forums, if you click on the forum, as you can see, we have one forum for testing. It's called Web Technologies. Then it belongs to this cohort. For your case, it will be Web Technologies belonging to PLP Cohort 2. Then you have an option, for this case, this user has already joined this forum. For your case, it will present two buttons, the join button and the leave forum button. So if I come to my forums, if I proceed to this tab, it should list all the forums that I joined. So for this case, this user joined Web Technologies as a forum. If I click on that forum, okay, these are the past messages that we use for testing. So I have an option or capability of talking about anything regarding web technologies. I can say, hey, let's say web technologies, tech is awesome. If I click, it's a real-time chat feature. So everyone that belongs to this forum should be able to see my message in real time and respond on it. Okay, that's about the forum. So without wasting time, I'll say that's how a learner should navigate through the system, engage with others in the group, engage with the rest of the learners in the forum, and also to access the content under my learning. So I think, Robert, that's it's clear enough for our learners. In case there are any difficulties you face, we have a channel where we should be able to address such issues. Yeah, I think learners, now you're good to go and you know how to interact with the system. Actually, it's very intuitive in terms of usage. It's simple, as you can see, only four menus on the menu bar, the calendar on the other side. Then we display the course modules under it. Then, as I said, you navigate like web technologies, overview of that course module, the curriculum. You come to curriculum. Yeah, this is how the learner engages with the system. In case of any questions, we are here to answer them and address the issues that may arise. Back to you, Robert.
Thank you very much, James, for that a chance to take our students through. I know there could be more questions later on. I can see a number are still trying to log in, but they have some challenges with logging in. We shared a form in the chat. So kindly, if you're still experiencing that, just go ahead and fill in that form, and James and Tim are going to make sure that that issue is taken up and resolved. Just maybe I'll just cover like 3 or 5 questions. One is, are there PLP events where we get to network in person? Yes, we shall be organizing those events, especially around when we are doing hackathons or when we are showcasing the work that we have done, or sometimes when we have seminars where speakers are coming to speak to us, maybe tell us more about the technology and where we fit in the big equation as far as technology is concerned. So yes, they will. Mostly they will be country-based, but we shall find a way maybe also of how to look at cross-country. But that's still in the planning for now. But inter-country, definitely they will be get together. Another question, which will the groups be changing after an assignment has been completed? For example, if you decide to work on a project as a group, then the project sometimes takes long, and that means you have to maintain your group for some time. But then it will be more of a correspondence between you and your instructor. If you want to maintain a group, there is no harm in you actually maintaining a group. So our processes are student-centered. So what we shall come to you more now and then to ask what works best. And if that is what works, and that's what we shall try to maintain. Can the courses be unlocked before start date? I think start date should be next week, Monday. Let me just check with the tech and see if we have finished the onboarding process, then that can start. Will we get a graduation? Definitely. Actually, we are organizing for our first cohort's graduation somewhere in December, and we are inviting people within the tech space, guys, companies, venture studios, guys who are looking to sponsor ideas, guys who are looking to employ, guys who are just looking to talk to a budding engineer, someone who is starting off the journey, and encourage them along the way. So we have a very colorful event. It will be happening in Nairobi for the graduation of the first cohort. So when you guys finish, definitely there will be a graduation for you. Do the contents in modules vary from different learners? No, it doesn't vary. It is. When can we start engaging with exercises? as long as you've covered some enough content to allow you to sit for an exercise. When will the course schedule be sent? I am assuming the schedule on which day will you be doing which module, that should be sent before Monday. Okay, as I said, there are so very many questions and we can take very long answering them. And some of them you can forget the answers the moment I answer them. So the best way is to document the answers to those questions and share with you so that whenever you have a question, you can just quickly refer and have those answers. But as we said, we have the Telegram community where some of these answers can be answered. And the Telegram community is a temporary one that will allow us to handle some of the issues you're having with the login. Once we are all safely logged onto the system, at that point, we shall move all our communication to the system. Before we close off, I can see there were team members from Powerland Project that didn't get a chance to get introduced. So within a minute or two, let's just know the team that will be helping us or that will seeing us through the project. Maurice, I don't know if you are still on the call. If you are, you can kindly unmute and introduce yourself.
Yeah, he's joining in a few minutes, in a few seconds.
Okay, thank you. Or I can use an account that is already joined. It's much easier that way. If you are at the office, assuming. Yes, so as Maurice does that, I'll just cover a few more questions. Will the course schedule be sent? Yes, I said before Monday. When can we start engaging with exercises? I think we handle that. Will the groups be changing? I handle that. I'm still unable to join the LMS. We hear you. James's team is listening and we're collecting the information. Make sure you fill the form we just sent out. When will you unlock the modules? I said we shall get back on that. I cannot see the form that was shared. I dropped it in the chat. The chat was sent to everyone. Kindly check in the Zoom chat. You will see it. Is there a possibility that the course may begin in January 2023? There is a possibility, but that will be a possibility for the third cohort, not the second cohort. The second cohort we are starting now. And as you interacted with the team that is right now in Tanzania, those are the people who will be joining the third cohort. Where is the form placed? The form is on the chat. Can Stanley and Tim, can you see the form I shared in the chat? Thank you. Maurice is here, so I'll allow Maurice to introduce himself. Maurice is our finance manager, the person who is enabling us to do the awesome work that we are doing. If he goes missing today, then we stop everything and wait for him to reappear before we continue. Maurice, kindly go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, thank you, Robert. Yeah, I'm excited to meet you all and see this cohort begin. I believe long are the days that we used to sit around and wait for someone to come and rescue us as Africans. Now we take the initiative, for example, learn a new skill, build on the skill, monetize this skill so to really solve a problem. And that's what Powerland is all about, empowering people to take advantage of new opportunities in the tech space. So yeah, in short, I want to welcome you all as we start this exciting journey. toward empowering you to take control of your future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jem Morris, for taking the chance to welcome our learners. We are proud of the work that you are doing that is helping us facilitate and reach out to as many young people as we can. And as Morris said, the power is in your hands. Gone are the days you're going to say, I don't know what I should do. My life is so difficult. You have the opportunity. Take the opportunity, make something out of it. I wish I had the same opportunity when I was just coming at the same age that you guys are. We had limited opportunities, but we made use of the little that we had. You guys have a golden opportunity. So for that, take full advantage of it and make sure that something very concrete comes out of it. Thank you very much, guys. We shall continue to connect via our various channels and help resolve the so many questions you still have, or help resolve the onboarding process that a number of you are still doing. We do appreciate you sparing some time to spend with us today. You understand the nature of our meeting. We didn't have so many opportunities for a live discussion given the numbers that we have on the call, but we shall be having smaller gatherings where we shall sit, exchange ideas, talk, and share the opportunities that we have. Each one of us here can share an opportunity with the next learner, and together you can work and achieve great things. So thank you very much, guys. I will not want to keep you very long on the call. And James, do you have something maybe to say before we close?
Just a reminder to our learners, we've got our social media platforms. Please remember to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, so that we keep this community growing. You'll get our social media handles and pages on our website. The website is powerlandproject.org. For the LMS is powerlandacademy.powerlandproject.org. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, James, for actually reminding us about that. Most of the communication, as I said, on the team, we have Annabelle and we have Jerry. Those are the people who have been keeping in touch with you, and most of the announcements, sometimes we share them with our community on social media. And like, if you are part of those communities, then you are better placed also not to miss out on most communications. As our students, we have our internal means of communicating to you, but the same that we communicate to you, sometimes we put it out there so that someone who has not checked their email can get a chance to quickly understand this is happening and follow through. For those ones who are maybe forgetting the URL to our learning management system, it's on our website. So once you are on our website, then under Academy, you will find the URL for you to log in and continue learning. So check out our website. On there, you will find our social media tags where you can also follow us to keep updated. And also on the website, you will find a way to get very fast to your learning management system for you to log in and continue learning. Thank you very much. I think before I close off, I will just open the floor for my team for something that we can still share with our learners before we can let them rest for the evening or the afternoon. From the PLP team, okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We look forward to a very bumpy but very fruitful journey. Learning is exciting, but you have to be prepared. We are going to do work that is going to revolutionize you. We are not just going to learn, remember things, and do an exam and forget about it. We are saying that our learning is supposed to bring change. And for you to bring change, then you have to commit to actually invest in that change. So we look forward to you being part of that journey as we go forward. We shall sign off in this live session, but then our discourse will continue in our Telegram channels that we have so far. If you haven't joined, I kindly ask a friend, reach out, join so that we can properly support you on the remaining process. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. So happy to see you. Looking forward to meet most of you, interact more, and have a cup of coffee together. Thank you. Those ones who are sharing questions in Slido, just continue sharing. We shall document all that and provide answers to them and share the same with you for your review. Thank you. Those ones who haven't joined Telegram yet, let me just drop you a link that you can use for joining so that we can support you through the onboarding journey. I just dropped the link in the chat. You should use that to join the community, and from there we shall support you. Someone says my group is empty, no record to display. Your group hasn't been created yet. Once you start learning is when the instructors will create groups for you to collaborate. So by Monday, you will be in a group. For now, we are waiting everyone else to get on the learning management system. Once you are all there, then we can now put you in collaborative groups. I'm unable to see your screen. Sorry for that. But I would like to know whether we arrange the groups ourselves or we are allocated to groups. We shall be putting you in groups. Part of the criteria behind that is to allow you to meet new people, to network, to exchange ideas, reduce the continent into a village for better working environment. Has everyone been assigned to groups? Not yet, but by Monday, once everyone has successfully logged in, then we shall put you in groups. How do I join a Telegram group? I just shared a link in the chat. Yes, we have a recording we shall be sharing for you to watch. Someone's asking what kind of computer. Any laptop that is above 4 GB RAM should work. We are not saying anything below is completely useless, but for a better experience, 4 GB RAM computer in terms of primary memory should be okay for you to run Python and any other language. Kindly share the form, it's in the chat. Simis Sibeko, if you add your details in the form, we shall be able to help you. Says is not able to log on. Yes, they will be unlocked on weekly, but that will depend on the instructor. And yes. Will we meet for graduation physically? It will be hybrid. Some of us will be virtual, some of us will be physical. So if we had the muscle, then we'll have everyone else meet physically. But the costs to that might be a little bit overbearing, but we shall try the best that we can to give an experience that is befitting for everyone, whether you'll be physical, whether you'll be virtual. Are we going to study all the modules for the beginning, first month? Yes, but later on, you're going to get a chance to choose what you want to specialize in. Is there an application for PLP? A mobile application? Yes, but it's not yet deployed. James, if you're still on the call. A mobile application. Telegram link I've shared. We can't hear you, Bwana James. So just to note, someone was helping their colleagues, asking them to use capital P in Powerland. That could be the thing that is making your password not work. So for Powerland at 2022, remember to have the first P as capital letter. How do we go about logging in? Check the website, powerlandproject.org. Or there is a link for the academy. You click on the link, it will take you to the login page. On the login page, use your email that you used for applying. Then use Powerland at 2022, the password that you have received in your email as the common password. Once you've logged into your account, then you can change to a unique password. Will there be swags like t-shirts and hoodie with the PLP brand? Yes. You do something awesome, they will all be coming your way. We shall have hackathons, competitions, events, and all those are opportunities to shine with PLP branded swags, if I'll say. Where will the graduation be held? We are in different countries. Yes, we understand we are in different countries, but we've just had a meeting together and we are still in different countries. That means technology has broken barriers of country boundaries and all that. So, as I said, it will be blended. It may not be physical because we are all in different countries, but the virtual element will help us celebrate wherever we are. But we shall also make sure that we get physical experience in those respective countries. The Telegram community is called PLP Cohort 2. It's not mandatory to join the Telegram group, but we urge you to join so that we can support you appropriately as you are onboarding onto the learning management system. Yes, you can attend the launch if you are in Tanzania. Our team will be very excited to meet you there. How many shall we be learning in a week? Is there some notifications? Yes, definitely. There will be notifications on the learning management system that will alert you to any event prior to its happening. Will there be a graduation for South Africa? Yes, for all countries. Even if you are able to log in, do you still have to fill in the form? No, if you've logged in, then there is no purpose of filling the form because the form is meant to help you in the login process. If you are logged in, it is fine. If you have trouble logging in, try to use the password manually rather than copy pasting it. It worked for Jonathan. Not all of them. As I said, we are going to choose to select the ones we want to measure in. So not all of them. Okay, the question was, are we going to cover all the courses appearing on my learning platform in 4 months? Not all of them. You'll get a choice to specialize in just a number of them. The form link is in the chat. There is no specific time for you to log in and study. It is self-directed, self-paced to some extent. So if you woke up in the middle of the night and you want to read, perfectly fine. So you can log into the system and do your reading anytime. As password is still saying invalid, kindly just fill the form. We shall follow up. Nonopa Mabongo, thank you. About the login issue, are we supposed to keep trying to log in? If you have tried and it's not working, then reach out for help through that form we've provided. Will you pay us a stipend, study allowance, or monetary tasks you're gonna spend on term of student support? And resources are finite. If they were infinite, then we will be glad to provide a student stipend to each and every one of you. But with our blockchain platform, we are looking to find a way as you learn, you also understand how blockchain works, how Bitcoin works, or all that technology. And in that sense, we shall try to find a way of creating a wallet. And through that wallet, we shall be rewarding a few of the excellent students with the digital coin so that from that, you can appreciate that technology and maybe develop more interest to get into that. So I can't say it's more of a student stipend or anything, but it's a way to motivate you to keep learning and to be the best, but no student stipend. Fortunately, the resources are finite. Kindly share the social media links on the chat. Let me see my team if they are still in. James, Annabelle, you can, if possible, share the social media on the chat.
Okay. Robert,
Now we can hear you. Go ahead.
I would like to comment on something. Some of the users or learners, they're saying when they try to access that URL via mobile application, they're getting blank page. It's intentional to be that way. The LMS right now can be only accessed via desktop. Tablets, laptop, only big screens for now. For mobile, we are rolling out mobile version in a few weeks, so you won't be able to access the platform via mobile. Yes, and the issue of blockchain, it's coming soon. You will have that luxury of learn as you earn. It's an interesting feature that once we have developed it, you'll have that luxury of enjoying it. Thank you, guys.
I think just still have some students on the call. I'll just try to go through the questions. Best operating system to use, Windows or Ubuntu or Mac OS? James, you can respond to that.
Okay, I'll say operating system doesn't matter. You can use any Windows, Mac OS, any operating system, as long as deep down has kernel, it will work.
Thank you, James, for that response. Someone asked how many days per week is the schedule for the program? How many days per week?
Hello. Another thing, for users who are unable to log in, make sure while you are copy pasting your password, don't copy the white space. Make sure you just copy the exact password. Then, okay, in short, don't copy the white space. It won't be able to log you in. Make sure you just pick only the characters that we sent you. Or you can manually type in rather than copy pasting. Okay. I think we'll be able to answer most of your questions in the forums and in the group chat on the LMS. Actually, it's been quite a long session, and we are grateful for those of you who've stayed till now. We are really grateful, and from our end, we are sure and confident enough that we'll guide you through this path, shape your career path in this tech space. So actually, my parting shot, I'll say, give it time. It will, yeah, you'll face challenges along the way, but all the good things you have to sweat or have to struggle to achieve. I think it's been a good session, and would like to come to an end of